they do this every game that they can. So I was surprised to not see it first phase, but I guess they were just expecting that EG would disrespect their techies. And even I'm going to make a prediction that even if EG crushes them this game, they're going to ban techies next game. It's that annoying. Like, they're very, very annoying with this hero. I hate playing against this team. I'm traumatized from playing against these guys. I was playing on like some for fun stack and ran into them in some sort of qualifier, and oh boy, the techies. It's like win or lose. It's so obnoxious.
So I'm just so excited. Once you brought it up, like I was just thinking about it, and I'm excited. You've got me excited.
Can I say something about this techies guy in the back? I can see that he's got some like real big love handles, and yeah, I get that it's like, you know, there's a pandemic and everybody's like not eating too well and not really exercising, but God, he's got to work on his abs. He's not looking good.
Get that kettlebell, do little drops.
Yeah, maybe some planks. I don't know. The dude in the front,
it's hard to get it. Yeah, it's hard to get the love handles. I feel like that's the hardest spot to lose weight.
It depends.
Your face first, I guess.
This guy seems to be like an endomorph type, whereas you got this little guy in the front, like an ectomorph. So you can see he's low body fat. He's got some muscles. But the guy in the back, you know, I think if you're an endomorph, it's just, you know, difficult to lose in that area. So it's too bad. It's too bad for him. But you know what? He's a terrorist. He blows people up, so he can suffer some love handles.
10 seconds.
What are we talking about?
He's beefy boy. He's got to be able to push the cart.
5 seconds.
This is true.
You know?
He's also holding another little boy in his barrel. I mean, he's really doing the heavy lifting. You'd think he'd be jacked.
He's the Roy Nelson of Dota 2 heroes.
You know, it's so overpowered that if you pick this techies hero, you get to play 3 guys. Like, if I pick Ursa, I'm only 1 guy. But if you're techies, you're 3 extra teammates that you have. Like, that doesn't seem balanced.
Well, that's how they need to do the rework of techies. You get to split off from... It becomes a Meepo Light kind of thing. You split off from the cart. And the further you are away from the cart, something happens, and you can only right-click with the guy in the front. You can only place certain mines with the big guy, and the little guy, something else. Rework, bam. Did the work for you, Ice Frog.
You throw him in. Yeah, that would be cool.
Bat Rider. All right.
I love the bat. I think the bat and the Viper are really great against these Bristle and Ursa cores. Like, they both function the same, largely, where they just kind of run at you in a fight and do a lot of damage, and they slowly whittle you down. But they're melee heroes, and they don't have great gap close. Ursa's a little better now with his Q doing the little leap, but it's still not that great. So, really great to get kiting heroes against these ones, as well as like the troll with the whirling axes. Ursa and Bristle don't like mischance. They really don't. Even Ursa with the ultimate, you just press it after he ults, and he's sad. Let's see, what's another cheesy pick these guys can pull out? So they could Naga, that's their second most played hero. Ember is banned. They need a mid. Is Death Prophet's banned. All of their like common mids are honestly banned. Queen of Pain is banned. I wouldn't Monkey King. I wouldn't like. I'd say Naga is going to be their pick because of what this team picks. But they need a mid, but they're also like a tier 2 NA team, so I could definitely see them just picking a Naga and saying, screw it, we're going to farm on 3 cores because we have a techies.
Yeah.
Like, these guys have got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Like, they're playing just balls to the wall Dota right now. So they could just go for the Naga if they wanted to and play the split push game. Okay. That's fair. It's fast. It's a fast hero. Like, I think the Naga would be kind of insane. A little bit insane. So this gives them some tower push. It gives them some save and some kiting too as well with the Pugna Decrepify.
I'm very excited to see this techies.
I'm excited to see it. I think Plasma is going to get crushed because it's EG, but I'm excited to see it. I want to see Plasma make EG work for it. I want to see techies get banned next game just because it's gonna be so funny. I want to see EG get traumatized by this hero right now. Like, dude, this guy's so annoying. Why is he playing techies? God damn. What a cancer draft. What a cancer draft. Ryoya is playing the mid Viper. That's your specialty.
Yeah, it works, guys. Use it.
I think it's pretty good against Pugna, to be honest. Like, that Decrepify does nothing against the Viper damage, especially if you go for the Viper build, where you go for Aghanim Scepter. I mean, I consider Viper to be like a counter to these Ghost Scepter heroes, you know, these Ghost form heroes, I should say, like Necro Pugna. He just does so much magic damage that if you do any sort of amplification, he just takes you from full to zero.
Ooh.
That was lame.
We'll reconnect there for the Ursa. So is it blast off level 1?
I think so. Yeah. And you just suicide, bring your core, some items. He's got, look at his build. Look at this techie's build. Bring a regen 3 fairy fires. What a meme hero. What a meme hero this is.
Well, now, you know, with those fairy fires hitting for 41.
Yeah, the big right clicks. The big right clicks. You know, if they ever gave this hero good base damage, he would be borderline broken. I'm not gonna say broken, I'm gonna say borderline broken, but he'd be up there. It's just such a huge limiting factor with techies that you basically don't have another hero in lane with you, at least in terms of right clicks. Wait, Ursa. Oh, he's back, but he's not. You see.
Packet loss? Maybe?
Did I oh, I have Ursa muted. I see.
It's been those kind of games.
Oh yeah, that's NA Dota for you. Pubs are pubs, though. You know, it's the way she goes. Sometimes you mute people. I don't have any EG players muted, except for Arteezy, of course. He's an insta mute. I'm just kidding.
Damn. Reddit thread already written.
Yeah. Bristle techies. Off lane against Troll Enchantress. I feel like if you're Troll Enchantress, you're probably okay with this. I mean, if you're Enchant, you can run creeps into the techies' mines. And I think Troll does pretty fine against Bristleback. Once again, the mischance. Bristle just does not like playing against that. He needs those right clicks to exert any sort of actual pressure.
My eyes right now are on the techies.
We'll see what he can do with this, man. I gotta tell you, like, this Bkop guy, he's very annoying with this in pubs. I'm legitimately shocked he's not top 100 with this techies. I don't think he plays it a lot. I think he griefs a lot of pubs. He's one of these kind of tilting players, but his techies is something to behold. He is a menace.
Techies is missing? That's going to be pinged a lot, I have a feeling. I'm surprised the Kato is in with the Bristle, but I guess the Kato doesn't need to be here till level 3. Although the Bristleback, he is in a lot of trouble and might just die here, but first blood before he ends up going down.
Can Arteezy really kill him here? I don't think so with the Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire now 39 damage. He was in the 4s.
He was. He got there just briefly.
Oh my gosh. One of the things that and this is a little bit of a me thing. When you see clown stuff like techies, and it doesn't have to be necessarily clowny just based on the pick, but when it gets clowny like that and I feel techies is coming, I feel like I get a little clowny myself. Like, it's exciting. Feels like fun.
I feel you. How can you not? I mean, you know what? If you don't, you just lose your mind. Like, you have to engage mode chaos. You have to go with the chaos, and then it doesn't become so chaotic, you know? That's just life. Techies is life.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how he moves around, when he uses this blast off, when Bkop. I'm also a big fan of the name Bkop. Fits really well. But
Really great reasoning. Really
fits
good
really
logic.
well with me and himself. I don't know. I kind of like stumbled off track there. Like I saw it. I kind of just locked in, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm still speaking. I have a sentence coming.
I'm telling you, man. Just engage mode chaos. I mean, this is techies. This is Pudge. Like these are. You go with it. No Tail has the famous quote that I don't think you can get away with saying these days, but you all know what quote I'm talking about.
Wait up.
You use some gamer words in that one.
Did Arteezy, just a second before, I think popped the salve and B-God, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, stopped it with just the right click from the techies immediately.
I think so.
And that's the hard life to live when you're up against techies, so forcing out a Nature's Attendance level 2 from Fly on this
courier.
Enchantress.
Has been
He
killed.
snipes it. He peeps it. He does have the suicide. B-God's always very... He waits until the last second to suicide. He tries to get as much as he can with his life.
Heard it, but a free 25 gold. Gotta be better than that in the placement.
Where are you going?
Interesting.
One thing. Top lane, Crit is just doing the creep cutting. He's trying. Coddle's being kind of annoying. Stopping him a little bit.
Interesting that they've gone to the viscous nasal goo. Level 2.
Yeah. It's definitely better for killing. I think when you have a techies, it kind of makes sense, but it's pretty committal. You know, he's not very tanky with this build. You can take a lot of damage here.
Come on, sprites.
Yeah, Fly comes over. I think they're thinking about the blast off. It does hit. So now it almost feels like chicken bakes or Sijin. Sorry, I have no idea which part's which. It was forced to go for Fly just because he was sitting so low. And then that drew him in close to the tower, and now he's dead as well.
I have no idea who this guy is either. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's a.
Radiant's courier has been.
Oh, he is. I remember his icon. He is part of their team. I think he's just like a lesser known player.
Yeah.
Gets his courier sniped.
What's the build he's gone? 202. I'm trying to take notes for when I play Viper in my own games.
Do you go points to Nether Toxin? Is that what you do?
No. I think it really depends too on the matchup. I don't just go strictly 202.
Sometimes Nether Toxin you can farm up the jungle or something. If you go 1 point. It's been buffed, man. This hero has been buffed. Nether Toxin 80 damage per second at level 1. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's max damage. But...
Sijin, they got the root. One more shot coming in from Fly to get the kill into the Bristleback, who just returned to lane, so he's gonna have to walk his way back as that TP's still on cooldown.
Ooh, that's really rough. I mean, this gives B-God, though, a little bit of space down here, so he's... Whenever you have a techies on your team, I know this sounds completely ridiculous, but he is the true carry. This hero, you need to make space for him. Then he mines one side of the map, and then you switch sides, and then all of a sudden, like, you are fighting with techies mines. It's like the whole game is really played around the techies, and if that doesn't scream carry, then I don't know what does. So him getting levels is certainly okay.
Track and Crit coming over. Fissure blocks out the Ursa. And he's got 3 stacks of sticky napalm as well as the lasso for this Bat Rider. Jesus.
Yeah, he's huge.
They
Level
killed the
6
Viper
already.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a solo kill.
Is he the highest level in the game right now?
Whoa. I am surprised. He didn't even have life drain. Ryoya just walked up and died to a Nether Blast to Crepify. That is not like him to make a mistake like
Radiant's
that.
middle tower is under attack.
A bit surprising too. He's got some extra magic resist. Uh-oh. Okay, Track was looking for it. Really wanted to land that fissure because that almost locks down the kill there onto the Pugna, who will refill this bottle with this left bounty rune. And Bristle again, just constantly getting pressured, and they'll grab themselves yet another kill. He has now died 4 times in this bottom lane. He's still level 3.
Yeah, this is one of those scenarios where Denies himself. Okay, this is one of those scenarios where if you're Bristle, you really just need to stop feeding. You know, your team is winning all of the other lanes, or at least doing well in all of the other lanes. You need to find some way to just do okay in the game. But it is hard with Bristle. Like, this is one of those very feast or famine heroes. So, I mean, I've been there. I've been there a million times myself as an offlane player. But he is going to the jungle now, so he's realizing, like, okay, time to just take some space. My team is huge. I don't need to go feed for them.
Life Train, Viper. Taking a lot of damage over in this mid lane, but will survive. Even, oh my god, even in the jungle, it seems like Sijin is struggling.
Yeah, that's the problem with this Viscous Nasal Goo build, is that he's got no points in Bristleback, so he is just a 4 armor hero. Sorry, he's got the chainmail and ring of protection now, but still, it's like these are items, right? Like, he's got low base armor. He's quite squishy.
Gonna look over at RTZ, push him away with the blinding light, trying to keep this tower up. They've got the glyph, so is there anything really that they can do? It doesn't look like it to defend this tower. Sijin's gonna go forward, but again, he's now just level 4.
And they protect the wave for the next siege, or for the next wave to get there. They protect the catapult. So the tower is going to fall into the deny range, which means it's very likely going to go down. Arteezy just goes for it. He just straight up walks, gets the tower. I'm surprised he didn't try to deny it, but I think Sijin's maybe a little bit tilted or psychologically damaged or whatever you want to call it. Like, I doubt he's mad. I just think that probably it's like flustered him a bit to have such a weak early game.
Blast
It
off
happens.
some decent damage there to Ryoya, but unable to follow it up with anything more to get a kill. So level 2
Reject.
blast off, level 2 on the proximity mines so far, and the build is Soaring Boots Ags, or Soaring Arcane Boots Ags.
If he can get there, it'll be good. But it's looking pretty rough so far, just with how poorly the bot lane went. Ryoya, mid lane.
Trying to get a kill. Viper Strike comes in and blast off. It lands right on Ryoya. There's the kill.
Eric, my dude.
Shoots
You
and
heard it.
scores. Even Enchantress, jeez. G taking a lot of aggression mid, but pushing it away.
I've heard mixed things about this G guy. He's formerly known as God's Hand, I believe, and I heard that he's got like 3 Smurfs in like 8 to 9K now, or something like that. Or his main is like 8 to 9K. Oh,
They found the techies. Got the lasso, and they're gonna stay right on top of G. This is a great move to get themselves 2 kills there. Ryoya trying to do what he can with the help that he's got. Pingu with the Illuminate, but it's still not enough. The Viper Strike, look at how slow this Ursa is again. It feels like every time we watch an Ursa, he's at 100 movement speed, and he will back off, but still fall.
you can't just get out from a Viper like that. I mean, as you know, I know you're a big Viper fan. You try to run away from this hero, and that's exactly what he wants. Like, you engage with him, it's Mortal Kombat, because he just slows you so much. And the poison attack basically builds up like Ursa's Fury Swipes, except it, ranged ability, so it does a ton of damage. If you ever try to run away from him, he just ravages you. But this G guy, I'm pretty sure he's probably the highest skilled player on this team. I think he's like a bit of an enigma, because like I thought he was gone. I thought this guy quit Dota, but then I heard that he's kind of been playing on Smurfs and hiding who he is, and people sometimes do that. They'll like change their name. Like who's the that Chinese carry? You should know who I'm referring to, right? Eurus?
Oh, Paparazzi?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He was Paparazzi is Eurus, right?
Yeah.
And he changes his name, and it's like this weird kind of psychological, almost like you're reborn or reinventing yourself or whatever. And I think that's what this guy's trying to do as G. And so he's been doing really well in pubs.
Crick comes in, he's just already got boots of travel, comes in on the creep that Pingu's trying to kill, and then just fireflies right on top of him. Takes him out. Ooh, another dunk from B-God. Nicely done. He might lose his life. He probably does die here.
Oh,
But,
D, get G.
wow, and he had the haste left over in the bottle, so they were able to catch up to G. He'll try to TP out, but the damage there burns him away. So they do take out G.
This whole time, RTZ is just like, good job, team. Good job. He's just hitting creeps in the bot lane. Happy as ever.
And is this going to be an NAG, or is it going to be the Virtus Pro Polar
Dire's
G
structures are fortified.
from back in the day?
Yeah, I think G is actually playing on European servers mostly these days. I'm pretty sure that's where he's getting his MMR from, because I do not see him on. So it's funny you say that. Once again, I know they're losing, but I do just want to give some credit to the... We all know about EG, but I want to give some credit to these the new guys, you know.
Well, yeah, they came in last minute, like you said, and I mean, their first task is against EG. Like, that's...
Not easy, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, guys, you guys want to join this tournament? Yeah, sure. Who are we up against first? Oh, EG.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Doesn't get much harder. Bkop finally has his remote mines to work with, and this is when Techie starts becoming really fun. Look at the way he places these too. Just like in the trees off to the side and kind of...
Oh my god. The Enchanted Centaur Conqueror is just cleaning up mines here. Sorry I missed the kill on the Pingu because he is, alright, behind the tier 3. Still can't catch him though.
2,300 HP on this Centaur.
Dire's middle
I mean, this thing does not die to red mines. Once again, Enchantress quite good against the techies for this reason.
Dire's courier has been
Any summons heroes is good against techies, but still they pick it because this is their jam. Techies is their thing. If they're going to beat EG with anything, it's techies. But EG has so much of the map to work with. Look how greedy they're being. They're all farming. Everybody's farming, including Fly. Fly is farming the enemy jungle. We have Kitrak farming top. Crit and Ryoya are farming their own jungle and pushing the mid lane. RTZ's farming Ancients. So, just super efficient playing of the map right now from EG.
What does Bristle have at this moment? Not much. Sitting below Fly on this Enchantress. The lasso lands on G to pull him in. They've got the Viper Strike, making it impossible for him to run. G ends up dead. They want to continue going for Sigyn. So can they catch up to the Bristleback? It looks unlikely. I know a lot of people call Techie's games a 5v4, but even with where the Bristle's at, it feels like a 5v3 a little bit.
You know what? He's been contributing with his blast offs, honestly, though. Like, he's been doing a good job. So I kind of feel like it's if anything, it's a 5v4, but it's Mr. Bristleback's it's his issue. He's got to work on, you know. I mean, it's rough to have a techies in your lane, but I think the bot lane was just a bit of an out skill. Not easy to lane against RTZ and Fly, and Enchantress is such a lane dominating hero too.
This is wow. I didn't look up at what the net worth split was until just now. I was just kind of like feeling out the game, seeing where we were at, and then I kind of glanced my eyes up and it says 8,000. Jesus, that is. I mean, it's a task. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be that way.
That's a lot at 15 minutes, and Crit picks up a gem. So whatever map control Plasma had, it's gonna go straight down the old toilet. And just like that, Bristleback is dead.
He's on the run, but can he drain him? It's the Will-O-Wisp, and he doesn't have Battle Trance. Illuminate pops the Aegis, but that's just the Aegis. Will-O-Wisp stops Crit in his tracks for a moment gratefully. There with the lasso, easy kill for Crit. They grab themselves a second in this bottom lane.
You have so many heroes farming this triangle right now for Plasma. This is the last beacon of hope that they have in this game, is farming their triangle. And you can see that Fly draws the circle. He says, okay, we're strong. Let's go in here. Let's push them out. Like, these guys don't deserve to be farming anywhere with the 10k gold deficit. So, EG, they take this triangle. It's their farm now.
It's basically just choking out the map. Plasma really searching for answers. What's the directory called in a library? I'm gonna use that reference for searching, but
Is it just a directory?
it might be. It's like the code with the forget it. Chat's
Library.
just gonna say I'm so stupid.
What are you, a boomer? What are you, a boomer? Who goes to library? What's a library?
I don't know. I don't know what a library is. Blink forward totem right onto Rem, who now finds himself getting chased by Arteezy, and G will try to save him. He's got the enrage. Nether ward is down, but the chase is on, and nope, can't go into those trees, and eventually Arteezy will get the kill. Kitrak blinks right on top of G. You've also got crit coming in. The right clicks from Arteezy. Well, hefty, and now they've got the lasso to finish him off.
Yeah, Crit is just making this game so difficult for them. At the moment he got his travels, he just showed up to every single lane that this Pugna goes to. He's just lassoing him. And the Pugna's really the only tempo controller on the side of Plasma that can do anything right now because they bristle Ursa. These heroes just want to farm. They're super kiteable. They don't really run at and get towers. It's just the Pugna, and then it's Techies Caudal, like two of the most defensive supports ever. So if they shut down the Pugna, the game is just really hard for Plasma. This looks like it's going to be a quick one, even though there's a Techies in this game.
Dire's top tower
Quick
is
one
under
and
attack.
techies. Certainly not the duo that you
Dire's
think
top
about.
tower has fallen.
Rem,
Nope.
alright, he'll try for this. They've got the Will-O-Wisp, but the Viper Strike is already there. Blastoff comes in, doing a lot of damage onto the Enchantress, but the remote mine, and now, well, they'll get at least one. Ryoya now on the run. G, he's got himself that life drain just a second. Will suck the life right out of Ryoya's essence, and, well, down goes the Viper. A couple of kills there.
Yeah, that's basically just EG taking so much of the map that somebody's gonna die. The way I always like to describe it is like, you can view Dota as kind of investing, like you're investing your heroes in certain lanes, and whenever you're playing in 3 lanes like that, it's like investing in Bitcoin. You know, you can make a lot of money doing it, but also you could lose all of your savings and retirement money, and that's exactly what just happened.
Sigyn now on the run. Going forward, Fissure blocks the path of the Bristleback. 3 stacks Sticky Napalm make it a 4th. The chase is on, but let's see if they catch him. They still have a blink and can continue forward with the Earthshaker if Kitrak was looking to make a move like that, but doesn't play too aggressive.
Yeah, Crit was playing a little disciplined there because he didn't have the Firefly, so committing the lasso without Firefly, it can feel kind of useless, and you just completely lack damage. The early gem on Bat 2 means that all these mines just get very easily dewarded. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that this is happening, but I think EG's playing extremely well around the Techies with like the Sentry dewards and picking up the Batrider gem early and playing safe around the areas that could possibly be mined. Already pinging the Roche, waiting for the next Roche. That's a sad thing about playing a Techies game, is that like no matter how far ahead you are, you almost always need an Aegis to push.
Yeah.
Because what if it blows up your main guy and then you lose? You know, it's pretty frustrating. But
They actually
once again,
don't even
fine.
know that there's no mines right there under the tower.
yeah, you always have to play like it's mine though. It's scary. It's the Techies factor.
It's another one of those omnipresence heroes that I think we were talking about in the first game of the previous series, like who's got that omnipresence of what they can do. And Techies mines are definitely one of them.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially with the Sentry limit.
Fissure misses the Bristle, the Viper Strike, and the Lasso onto the Ursa. Pops the Enrage, tries to run or shock away. Flame Break is actually a little bit long. The Life Drain coming in from G. They've got themselves the Will-O-Wisp, but they'll still lose Rem. And that's the Shockwave coming in from the Enchanted Creep that gets the finishing blow. Or no, actually, Ryoya was the one who got it, but it definitely helped. Grab themselves 1, potentially 2. Bristle's here, and Bristle's gone. So another gut punch from EG.
Yeah, the two big
Dire's
cores
bottom tower
that
is under attack.
Pugna's been running around and making space, so these cores have been farming, and now they just took that farm and basically fed it back into EG. So now things are looking quite rough. And look at Rioya, look at his build.
Dire's bottom
He's got Blink, he's got Dragonlance, he's got Grove Bow. So this guy is not dying to Techie's mines. That is his entire build, his entire purpose.
This is no, now onto the high ground. You've stood here long enough that you gotta think it's clear. But I believe, yeah, still have that gem anyway, so
Dire's structures are
they
fortified.
have the information. They know that they can
Dire's
just
bottom
move
tower
up and
is under attack.
push through.
Once TZ gets his BKB too, the game will be significantly easier. Then he doesn't have to worry about getting blown up. He's always got something to save himself if Pugna, goes in and tries to start the fight. He was a bit greedy with this build. He went for Basher, Skull Basher, and Sanjin Yasha. So even if he doesn't go for a BKB, he needs his ultimate before he can fight. Otherwise, I think we would have seen them push that high ground just now if he had some way of saving himself on the committal. He's actually going for Abyssal Blade, so he's just gonna play around the ult then. Uh-oh.
Bristle spotted again. I think they maybe even thought about just going for G. Yeah, they've got the Fissure of the Viper Strike with the Totem. Nothing they can do to save the Pugna once again. 19,000 net worth lead 23 minutes into the game. EG steamrolling so far.
Rioya's going for a Yules on Viper. That is interesting. Huh. Never seen this build before. Blink, Dragonlance, Yules. I wonder if this is just something he's doing because he's so far ahead that his item choices can be weird like this, or if this is an actual build. I haven't seen this in pubs yet. I think it's probably just because he's so far ahead. He's just kind of going random items.
So in, and Kitrak gets taken out by the techies. They look for the Bristleback. They've got him locked down and broken. Oh. I know when I saw Envy play the Viper a couple weeks back, he went like Dragonlance straight into a Butterfly. He was so far ahead.
Yeah, a lot of mid laners like to go for the right click build. Sometimes go like Maelstrom into the Dragonlance Butterfly sort of thing. I guess the Yules is like he can Yules the Viper, or he can Yules the Bristle and then drop the Nether Toxin, and then they can like hold him in the break, something like that. But it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Once again, they're so far ahead though, they can basically build any items and just the net worth lead. Like there's very few items in Dota you can buy where it's a complete waste of your net worth.
Roshan has fallen to the radiant.
Except for, what's
Holy
the upgrade
Rocket.
to the magic wand?
Holy Rocket.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's a garbage item for sure. Although, you know what? It's not totally worthless. Can't TP away, I got a Yule, says Rioya. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that either, Sijin. I wouldn't expect that either.
And there's the Viper Strike coming in with another Toxin on the ground. They've broken the Bristle back. They'll get another kill here onto the Bristle. They've also got the lasso onto the Ursa off screen. So grab themselves a second and look towards Pingu. They cannot stop his TP. However, again, EG continuing to just get a 1-2 punch onto this Dire side, and there's not much they can do. They've lost their tier 3. RTZ taking the mid set of racks while all this is going on. He does have the Abyssal Blade ready as well as the Aegis, so you'd like to not use the Aegis, and he'll get healed up a bit coming through from these Nature's Attendants from Fly.
I love that when TZ gets decrept, he literally just stands in spot and just waits for it to go away and continues hitting. Like, he is playing with zero fear in this game, which that's what a good carry player does. Although
They got it.
maybe that's not great.
That's why you need that Aegis.
Just all the ult
Dire's middle barracks.
and a cheese. Oh, he's a happy camper.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
if they did have some sort of disable for him, they could kill him twice here. But there's so little disable on the plasma side. It's just like the Cuddle ulti. That's about it.
Dire's bottom barracks.
Pugna can't really walk up to decrep him when he's range form like this.
Is under attack.
At least not as easily. He needs to step a little bit out of position.
Dire's bottom barracks.
Ryoya, he's trying to catch Rem top, but Rem went straight for the creep camps. Ryoya did see it. He was visible on the outpost for just a second there.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, Eul Scepter?
Yeah, they've got it again. Continue to think that you can TP away from this Viper, and he's just gonna farm this camp, or well, attempt to, while the Fissure comes in, blocks him. Still has that Earth Shock. They still have the Totem, and they can control him long enough to make sure that they lock down this kill and take away the life from Rem. And this is while Lasso's coming into the Pugna. The Will-O-Wisp is there with the Abyssal Blade from Arteezy. He starts to focus his attention onto the Bristleback while Creek gets the kill on a G. They look over the Bristle. Bkop as well as Pingu are on the back lines, brought back via the Flame Break. They won't get the kills on those three heroes, however, still 2 dead, and EG continuing to pounce on anything they can get their eyes on.
I really love that Arteezy's playing with no fear. Like, he doesn't have the ulti, he has the cheese, but I feel like the worst thing you could do against a techies is give it like too much respect and play as if there are huge mind stacks everywhere. Because in reality, he doesn't have enough time to put enough mind stacks down to make that afraid.
Ryoya taking a lot of damage there.
Dire's top
Gets the
tower
escape
has fallen.
with the blink. And just kick the set of racks very easily. Decision moves forward. Echo Slam comes in. Not the most damage ever done, but the Fissure hits on 3. And now moving forward is Arteezy. They get the kill into Pingu. He's got him decrepified, draining his life away, but just really not even breaking through the armor. And that's going to be mega creeps for the side of EG, up 30,000.
More gold lead than there are minutes in the game. You don't see that these days too often. Not that much gold on the map, but with megas, that's a lot of gold. It's totally out of mana.
Go after Crit, try to get this kill, but the Abyssal is there after BKB's been popped by the Ursa, continuing forward, trying to get the kill at least on the Bat Rider. Can't find Crit, Force Staff back. Still moving forward is the Bristleback, who's now cut off from his team thanks to the Fissure. They've got the root, they'll blow up some mines, but Ryoya doesn't end up dead. Ursa, the only one to fall so far, as EG continue to invade the base, Arteezy especially. Ryoya finds himself sieging, Arteezy comes in, Kid Track with the Totem to get the stun. They'll take out the Bristleback, and now it's a 3v5 situation with Arteezy sitting a little bit low. No battle trance to work with, but he'll regen or heal himself up thanks to the Morbid Mass.
Tower is under attack.
Arteezy got a second Sanjin Yasha when he walked over to the enemy shop there, so he's
Dire's
got a lot more HP to work with. Good lifesteal amplification too.
Take the tier 4s, work on the
Not that
Ancient.
bad.
Dire's ancient
Yeah,
is
just
under
Blast off Arteezy. Can't even get the kill there, and well, Bkop will lose his life. The Will-O-Wisp is committed. They look over at G, they look over at Pingu. The full team is dead. The Ursa back alive again. The Ancient taking a lot of damage, but it doesn't look like it's long for this world. The lasso up, the Ursa. Arteezy just gonna control his aggression, go for the Ancient, and finish the game.
just like that. Of course, big stomp. I think this is probably just about what you would expect with these teams, this matchup. You know, I expect Plasma will probably give some of the other teams in the tournament a run for their money. EG is definitely one of those teams where it's a really uphill battle for them. And I would say probably what they want to do is probably more cheese. I know like Techies is really cheesy, of course, but I really do feel like their other heroes were very standard. They need to do something that's like a a structured draft around a Techies or something like that. Like whenever I played against these guys, they picked some like Naga Techies natures and they basically just split pushed Like they had a very specific techies draft. Whereas I feel like in this game, they kind of tried to play a little more standard Dota rather than what they're comfortable with. And so I would like to see them play more against a team like EG. You have to have more of a, this is exactly how we're going to win with this draft, rather than just we're going to pick good heroes. EG is not going to lose to that.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, EG steamroll through the first game. They look towards taking a 2-0 over Plasma Elite Vita Plural Gum. And we'll be back with Game 2 in just a moment. Stay right there. I'm your caster Bkop, joined here by Jenkins. And we'll be right on back.